So now that we have the horse dialogue that is kind of popping up on a regular basis, I want to go back in and just first set up a end condition. So if we reach the end of the horse dialogue, that the horse dies, and then we can set up a little bit of interactive dialogue with the action. So basically, if we go into the action manager, we can say that if the dialogue index is less than 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, is less than or equal to 4, then we'll do the horse dialogue, and then if it's not, we will set the horse text to be equal to the horse is dead, and then that'll be like the end. And then if something like this, maybe I could set it to like load the next screen or something like that. So I want to set up a series of Booleans to manage whether we have collected and unlocked the things that we need to do in order to save the horse. So I'm going to make a Boolean to, did we get the key? So do you have the key? We'll do another one, do you have the carrot? We'll do another one, did you, let's see. Has key or has carrots? Yeah, so those are the two things that you need to basically do. And then, because we're using the rigid body to move our character around, we have access to the on collision enter. So there's going to be a couple different things that we can collide with. So let's just kind of lay those out. If collision.gameObject.name equals carrot, so we can touch the carrot. We can get the key, we can touch the padlock, and we can touch the horse. So all of these four things, carrot, horse, key, padlock, right? So if we touch any of these, we'll be able to tell. And basically what I want to do is when these things happen, so you can check if I touch this, well, let's just take a look if I have the key or if I have the carrot. So by default, have key is going to be false, and have carrot is going to be false as well. So if we touch the carrot, if we have the key, we could say one thing, and else if we don't have the key, we can do another thing, right? So these two things would be setting the dialogue to be something, right? So same thing for the key. So if we have the carrot, we might say one thing, and if we don't have the carrot, we could say another thing. Same with the padlock. So the padlock, it matters if you have the key or not. So I'll just copy and paste this down here. And then the horse, it matters if you have the carrot or not, because the horse is very hungry. So we can basically use these Booleans to kind of determine if we have collected these objects or not. I'm going to be going through and setting the text momentarily, but also the two things that we want to keep in mind is if we have the carrot, when we touch the carrot, we want to destroy it so that it is gone. Collision. So when we touch the carrot, same thing with the key. We basically, when we touch it, it kind of says something, but then we would say that have carrot equals true. If we touch the key, we have the key. If we touch the padlock, if we have the key, then we can set it to be something and then we can destroy it, only if we have the key. And if we have the horse, then we're not going to destroy the horse because we want it to stay there. So I'm going to pause this video just a minute and kind of fill in some dialogue options. Alright, so I just filled in a little bit of the dialogue, and so basically, depending on if you have the thing or not, it will tell you different things. So what we want to do is set up a timer so that this text will disappear after it has been showing for a little while. So we will set another Boolean that is showing action dialogue. And then we will make another timer. So we'll say like action dialogue delay. We will make another float action dialogue timer. Okay, so we will say if we are showing the action dialogue, then we will action dialogue timer is going to be counting up. Delta time. If the action dialogue timer is greater than the action dialogue delay, then we will set the action dialogue timer to be equal to 0 and showing action dialogue to be false. And we will also set the action text to be blank. So then we just need to, whenever we're showing dialogue, we will set this to be true. We will. Okay. And then we just need to set what the actual delay is, so we can say that the action dialogue delay is maybe like 3 seconds. We'll see if that's long enough for us to actually read stuff, but that should be okay. Alright, let's give it a test. So I know that the door's locked. Okay. Now we can open the door. Read inside. The horse is hungry. I have to find some food. I see a carrot outside. Oh god. I think 4 seconds is maybe... Oh, he died. Okay, so maybe 4 seconds is a little short, unless you know exactly what to do, but my horse died. Alright, but it looks like it is working, and so just to recap, it is with just clever use of Booleans and kind of tracking whether stuff is happening or not. We can use timers as well, and then determining like what you can actually do if you've accomplished an action or not, if you have a key, if you have a carrot, you know. So just associating collisions with those objects to kind of set the values of Booleans, and then checking the values to kind of determine the outcomes of other actions. And yeah, all right.